gosh, I see everyone's in here. Good morning. Thank you all so much for joining me this Saturday. As you guys know, we have a special guest in the house. We got Jess from Baddies and Budgets. So, it's so nice to see all of y'all to come out. So, I will say, because you know she's busy, I'm going to bring her in shortly, but I will ask that you guys, if anyone has any questions for Jess, I have put my questionnaire link in the comments. Now, if you don't see it, because I couldn't pin it, it's also, the link is in the description box. So if you have any questions you want to ask about Amazon affiliate marketing or just business questions in general, go ahead and fill out that questionnaire in case I miss it in the comments. Now, for those of y'all who are regulars over here, sometimes I miss a comment or two. So you want to fill out that questionnaire to make sure I see it, okay? So let me just give some good morning shout outs. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, lovely, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. So thank you guys again for being here. I'm going to go ahead and pull her in because she's so gracious enough to join us this Saturday morning. So Jazz, are you ready to come in? Okay, here we go. Let me bring her in, y'all. We have not tested this either, so hopefully I'll be able to hear her. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Girl, look at that hair.
Girl.
There's a lot of hair. How's it going?
It's going.
Tired?
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Hold on, I'm going to turn up my speaker. Hold on one second.
Okay. Did you do this?
Okay, that's a little bit better.
I don't know, I'll try it.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us. So let me give you a little backstory on what we're doing here and what I do on Saturdays.
Okay.
So every Saturday morning, except the last Saturday of the month, I host a Saturday morning live where we just all gather together as a community and we discuss ways to, uplift one another, whether it's our businesses or our channels, toss ideas across from to one another. Last week, we talked about how to market ourselves and our businesses. So out of one of these lives came, can we talk about Amazon affiliate marketing and how to get started? And so I'm like, you guys, I am not an expert in that. So I said, let me find someone who can speak on it. So that's when I reached out to you. I was like, hey, Jazz, can you come and just talk to us about it and let us know, whatever you can share with us. So that is why I asked you to come on today. So that's where we are. So first of all, you do have, I think I've seen your Amazon links on your channel, but do you post it anywhere else?
So as one of my side hustles, I have a little Facebook group that I share Amazon links in, but mostly the ones most people see is when they shop things off of my storefront that is in my YouTube. It's usually in the link of most of my bios as well. You can really get fancy with where you put them. So,
all right. So if y'all heard that, because I know last time we talked, some of y'all didn't know that she had one. So it is in most of her links. It's on her channel. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure you do. I didn't know you had the Facebook. So that's something new.
It's just some little side money.
This little side, just
doing Baddies and Budgets.
I'm gonna call you little side money because, honey, that little side money is adding up.
It does.
And you know what, Jazz? Before we even get started, let me just say, and this is on behalf of all of us in the chat. I'm sure everyone will agree. We just want to say congratulations to you because that CNBC interview that's floating around, it is like, first of all, it popped up on all of our feeds, and it's like, what? Yeah. And then I was on my Microsoft Edge, I was on my laptop. You know how they have the news stories? Mm-hmm. Why a picture of you pop across, and it was like, Texas woman has billed so-and-so. I said, what? That's so... It is like crazy. I'm sure it's real crazy.
In the interviews, once that CNBC interview went up, it's been crazy. Like, I thought the interview would go up and people would be interested, but like, people have reached out in ways that it's just some crazy stuff happening. Like, our community is not huge, right? Like, we have bigger channels, but there's no million channel cash stuffers or budgeting channels. So like some of the opportunities that have presented themselves are like, are people really that interested? And so many people are so interested in our community.
Hmm.
It's it's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
it's really it's really crazy. And what's so crazy is that it's so amazing. It amazes my, well, I should say we are all in our community, right? So we all know about it. We do it every day. What's amazing is that so many people don't know about it, you know? So when you have something like that go up, you're introducing it to a world of people who don't, who don't know about it, but we assume everybody just knows, but there's still a ton of people that
Yep.
don't know about it.
Don't have a clue. Like
Mm-mm.
every interview was like, okay, break it down for me now. What is it? And I was like, dang, are we really? But
Like,
like you said, we're so immersed in it, we feel like everybody should get it, and there's so many people who like have not a clue.
now, do you have a PR person?
I don't.
You don't? You do all this yourself?
Mhm.
Girl, Jazz, it's time for a PR. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's your tip for the day for me. That's nice that you can do all that and you can keep up with all that, but yeah, you may want to
Yeah.
start thinking about that.
Don't worry, some changes are coming because, honey,
Yeah,
I'm tired.
yeah. Well, thank you all again for being here. Again, if you have any questions or anything for Jazz, if you want to fill out that questionnaire that's in my description or at the top of the chat, please do. So let's start talking about Amazon affiliate marketing. And this is my question I want to throw out there. What is the difference? Because I'm ignorant on this topic. What is the difference between a wish list, links, and storefronts? Like, what's the difference between those three?
Okay, so there's two different programs. There's Amazon Influencer and then there's Amazon Affiliate. So with Amazon Affiliate, that's best for like people who have websites or YouTube. Think like you're trying to integrate them as an ad almost. So you don't really have to have a really high criteria to get in as an affiliate, but you don't get all the perks of being an influencer.
Okay.
So an Amazon influencer is where you get the storefront, where you can create the list. Like if you've seen something on TikTok that people like, you click their link and it's like home goods, my desk favorites, things like that. They're an Amazon influencer. And so with being an Amazon influencer, you can create photos, idea lists, you can do videos. If you are consistent enough on there, they'll let you live stream and share products. I don't know if you've been scrolling Amazon lately, but it's like, this is Karen's and there's little recommendations of what she has.
Mm-hmm.
That's an influencer. And so they have criteria to do that. And I believe it's around 20,000 followers on either of the three platforms, either Facebook, YouTube, or Insta. You have to be active on whatever platform that you reach the threshold for, and they want you to have decent engagement. It took me a while, a year or so back when I applied to get approved,
Mm-hmm.
but they just really, once I started posting consistently and I approved again, I applied again, I got approved. So that's the difference. You can do affiliate, Amazon affiliate, but that's only links. So whatever product it is, you can share the link, but you can't create the idea list. You can't do the photos and then tag, because a big thing now is if I'm trying to get affiliate money for my desk setup, you put all the Amazon things in the photo, snap an aesthetic photo, and you can link every product in the photo.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the main difference.
So so for an influencer, you got to have so many followers, but then
Mhm.
you said you had to apply. So is it like an approval process?
I think you have to apply for both. You have
Oh,
to
okay.
apply for affiliate and influencer. I think affiliate doesn't take very long to get approved. More
Mhm.
people are able to do that. But yeah, it's not a hard application. It takes just a minute or two. And if you literally look up Amazon influencer application and you go through, it'll let you choose whether or not you want to create a new Amazon login or use the one that you shop with. And then you do the little application.
So like you have an influencer. Do you have to go in and update all of that stuff, or do they do it for you? Like, do you say this is what I like or this is what I use, and do
Right.
they update it, or do you have to go in and update all of that
No,
information?
it's literally like building your own little website. You have your own storefront, you put the headline, whatever it's going to be, and then you create the literal list. So I have one, mine is so terrible, but I have one for my desk. I have one for my TikTok faves. I have one for like things that people, they're always like, oh, what's that? Well, where'd you get that ice machine? Where'd
Mm-hmm.
you get-" So I just throw it into the list, but you have to create the list. You upload the photos and you do it all, and then you just share the link.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see. I had a question here from, let me pull it up. This is from Aida. She is on Instagram and she asks, and she doesn't have a YouTube channel. She says, can we still have can we have an Amazon affiliate link if we don't have a YouTube channel?
You can. You can. You don't have to post it on YouTube. The only thing is, I wrote this down because I came across it the other day. Wherever you plan to share your links, once you sign up, make sure that you go into the settings and hit the edit website button and post wherever you're going to share them. So if you're not sharing them on YouTube and you're going to share them on your Facebook or your TikTok or whatever, make sure that you go in there and edit that. Hey, here's my TikTok link. Here's where I'm going to be sharing it. Here's my Insta link, because they will get rid of your account. So if you're not going to do it on YouTube, make sure you share all the places that you plan on sharing your links. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't flag as spam and stuff.
How hard is that? I know it's not hard for you, but for us, like if we have a small channel, mm-hmm. How hard is it to get people to go out to those links? Like when you were starting out, mm-hmm. Did you find it hard to get people to click on the links to even view the products?
I don't push it. I'm not a salesy person. I feel like people don't like when you push stuff down their throat. Mm-hmm. So I wait on people to ask.
Okay.
Because here's the thing that I also learned while using this program is, say, hey, I like that pillow Chris has. She says it's in her storefront. I go click on your storefront. I see the pillow. It's not for me, but I'm also on Amazon, so I'm probably going to buy something. So say, mm-hmm. I like a hairbrush. You're still going to get a piece of that sale because they shopped through your link. So I started Amazon Associates when I was a very small channel, and it's always brought in decent revenue. If you want it to become like side hustle money, I suggest going the other route, which is becoming an affiliate for random deals. And so that is create the Amazon affiliate account, go and create a Facebook group, whatever city you're in, Dallas, Amazon hot deals or something, and go start sharing lightning deals 3 times a day in that group.
Oh,
surprised how many people come and sign up, and then it generates that real affiliate revenue that's not at all even tied to your business. But otherwise, just every time you get on your video, hey, if you liked anything in the video today, it's linked in the Amazon storefront, and mm-hmm. people, if they want it, they're gonna go get it.
That's good passive income. Mm-hmm. Do they give you a time frame, like you got to sell, like if you don't make any sales within a certain amount of time, you get kicked out? Or
no, I don't. No, no. They pay out after you reach a certain threshold, but I now get a check every month, and some months is less when it's closer to Prime Day or holidays. Mm-hmm. Things like that, you get little booster perks. They also pay you if people sign up for Prime while they go through your link. It's regular money, and sometimes it's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 checks. Sometimes it's $700-800, and I have a big following. But mm-hmm. it depends on the time of year. Around the holidays, the money gets real good.
Jess, did you just say sometimes it could be a $5,000 check?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, mm-hmm. That's crazy.
$15,000 check from Amazon over Prime Day, and I didn't do anything special. It just so happened that one of my TikTok videos went viral, and people were just clicking. They just get to clicking, and they weren't buying the stuff in my store. That's how I learned that. Oh, it doesn't matter what they buy; they were just buying other things on Amazon, and they give you that same affiliate money for whatever they buy once they click your link.
Lord Jesus. Oh my God. So listen, y'all, if you haven't set up yet, go ahead and take the time to do it. It's worth it. Like I haven't done it because I don't think about it, but you're right. It's just, that's just sitting out there, money that's waiting to be, collected. And all you got to do is take the time to build it. So let me see if we have any questions out here. I know I've seen some in the chat, but let me see if I've gotten any on my questionnaire. Okay, let me see. There's some questions about business questions, but let me see really quickly if we have any other questions regarding Amazon, and then we'll get to some business questions if you don't mind. Okay, let me just look in the chat really quick. I saw some stuff. Let's see here. I was so excited when talking about your interview. Yeah, we all were. Like, I
Me
think
too, girl.
we were all sharing that post and that Instagram. That was just crazy. And you know what's funny? I was on a live last night, and the person doing the live was doing a pack with me. They were making envelopes and stuff, and someone came on the live, and she was like, I saw this in my YouTube feed. There's a woman out there who's almost made $1 million doing what you're doing. And I was like, we were both like, girl, that's jazz. But it was, once again, it's just an example of how you've targeted something that most people may not know about. And we were like, girl, that's jazz. What you talking about? But she didn't know. But from your interview, now she knows. It's such a great thing.
Crazy.
Okay, Christina says, I have the affiliate for Amazon, but I don't know how to put it together. Yeah, so
I don't know how to put it together. I swear it's not that. It's simple, y'all. Once you sign up, go to Amazon on your desktop. And once you get there, if you are signed up as an affiliate, at the very top, it'll say site. Hold on, let me not lie to you. Let me get on there right now and tell you exactly what it says.
I don't know if there's a way for me to share your screen.
At the very top, it'll be a yellow strip and it says site strip. And so whatever product it is that you're trying to link, just search up that product on Amazon. And whenever you get to that page, click on that site strip. It says up at the top, get link. You can get a text link, an image link, or text and image. You just click the button, copy paste, and share it wherever you're going to share it. That's it, especially if you're only an affiliate, because all you can share is the links.
And then once you share those links, so do you copy those? So say in my YouTube video, I would copy those links in my description box for people to click on, and it'll take them.
So you can say, if it's something that you get a lot of questions about, right? I can't remember what it used to be for me, but again, say it's the pillow, the striped pillow. Here's the direct link. Mm-hmm. That's how you have to do it when you're an affiliate, because you don't have a storefront to send them to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Are your actual products on there your brand items or just Amazon items?
Just Amazon.
Just Amazon items.
Items on Amazon, you can put them there, but I wouldn't send people through an affiliate link. I would just directly link to your own product.
Directly to where you sell it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that makes sense to just, if it's Amazon products you use.
Yeah, because I don't know
how to do Amazon.
I don't know how they feel about you trying to get an affiliate link off your own product. So I would probably directly link.
Let's see what this says. I love when people share links and stuff in their videos. It makes it easy for me to find what I want.
I shop people's storefronts all the time because I want to search and weed through and wonder. I'll click a link. And a lot of people do, because a lot of people make a killing with Amazon storefronts.
I bought a lot of my equipment, like cameras and lighting and all this stuff, just from videos that I've watched, and I clicked on their link and I went and bought it from their thing. So let's see. I think it's after you reach $10 to $15, they pay you out.
I believe you're right.
That's $10 to $15. That's not bad. I'm so used to YouTube not paying you $10. You make $100.
Way easier to get paid there than a lot of these other platforms.
Now, do you have to? Okay, let me back up. When people make, we have a lot of people that make booklets like Amazon ebooks, or they make their savings challenge books or whatever, and they sell it on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Do you have to pay for that? Like, do you know if you have to pay a monthly fee to make that booklet and sell it on Amazon, or do they take a percentage?
You create the book by yourself. Amazon just does the printing. We actually do one of our savings books through them. It's called Amazon KDP. It's Kindle Direct Publishing. And so you create the savings book, you create the cover. They do have an option to create a cover in their little software, but it sucks. You create the cover, use something like BookBolt to help you get the sizing right, because they are particular about sizing. And then you just pay for them to print it. And so it's a lot cheaper, especially if you're a smaller company, to use their printing, because they can print in huge bulk, and it's compared to what you pay at a lot of these print shops, it's significantly cheaper. But you create the product and you upload it to Amazon. Technically, you're selling it there, but you don't have to. And then you order what's called author copies. And so you can get as many as you need, and that's what you sell in your shop.
So that's different from this affiliate link.
That's a different program, and you don't have to apply for KDP.
Oh,
It's just something they offer.
okay. So, and when you apply for that, do you have to purchase a certain amount in bulk, or as people order it, they print it?
No, I purchase them in bulk and sell them on my shop because Amazon takes a huge cut. But
Oh,
you can order as few or as 0 to 500, I think.
oh, wait, that's smart. So you order. I should have known. See, you always got the shit. Look, if somebody don't have a way to do something, it's jazz. You ordered them and paid for them yourself because it's cheaper than going to a printing company, and then you sell them on your site.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, always dropping knowledge. Okay, let's see. I think we answered this. What's the difference between? Okay, I think we answered this. But an influencer, you just have to have so many people follow
When
you.
you become an influencer, you can then own the storefront, and it gives you a lot more accessibility. And the thing is, it's not just that you can directly send people to your links. You can show up in Amazon now, so it's millions of people that will now see the pictures that you share, your idea list, and there's some real opportunity for a real bag.
I've seen that, especially with people on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
when they'll do a TikTok video, and this is in my Amazon, and it will sell out. You go to click the thing, and the dang old thing is already sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. Let's see. Say, hey, Sandy. I've also bought stuff from Amazon thanks to those links YouTubers leave on their descriptions. It's so easy and fast. Okay, let me see if I see any questions in here, y'all. If y'all have any questions, please, especially any business questions, while we have Jazz. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop those while we have her here. Let's see. Hey, Jazzy. I have to set my storefront up for the influencer page, but I don't know what I'm doing. I have to re-watch that video on YouTube. So, Desi, what do you mean setting up your storefront as an influencer? You don't know what you're doing?
You just set your banner up, whatever you want your banner to be, and then you start creating idea lists. And then they'll start populating on your storefront. There's an option over in the right hand corner of the desktop that says create lists, create an idea list, name it whatever it is you think so if people are coming for your budgeting stuff, budgeting must haves. And then whatever products you're going to put inside of those links, go find them. When you get to the product page, add to list, and then add to budgeting must-haves. Or if it's something you've purchased, they'll even allow you, once you create the idea list, to scroll through all of your orders and just click what you want to put into that idea list.
You said it's like a like building a website. So do you got to do the pictures and everything, like an actual website, to make it look presentable and all of that stuff?
Little website, and you don't have to. The product pictures will populate. Like if you are sending them to a ring light and you put that ring light in the list, they click on it and it takes them directly to the product. There's a picture of it there already. The price is, you don't have to do much. Once you create the list, it looks like your own little website. The only thing you have to add is your banner image at the top if you want one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
It
it.
sounds simple. I think we were making it complicated. It's real simple. Let's see. Okay, what website company do you use, Jess?
Shopify.
Shopify. Okay. Let's see.
Recommend it.
You recommend it?
Heavily.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what. Shopify. I've seen that for businesses. I've heard people say that. Is there a? I saw something they were doing something for $1 trial for certain, like to try it out for $1.
Link so you can get $100 monthly credit. I think they just started a promotion. I'll share it with Chris and she can share it with y'all.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you have a link that if people sign up through Shopify through you?
I do.
Okay. Can you send it to me in the private chat?
Yeah, let me.
And then I'll put it out there. Let me stop this banner really quickly. All right. Let me see. Let me just find out. Let me see. Yes, as an influencer, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Definitely sounds simple. I'm one of those people that has to make everything complicated. I know that's right. All right. So I did have a question last week. Mrs. Budget Ways, that's her YouTube channel. She had this question for you, Jazz, and she says, I have an Etsy shop and website through Shopify. I
Mhm.
have only made one sale on Shopify. I don't know why. Help.
Are you doing any marketing to push people there? And
Um,
there's also an app on Shopify. I can't think of the name of it that will help you integrate and move over from Etsy to Shopify. Here's the difference though. Etsy is a marketplace. So meaning people go, the hundreds of thousands of people go to Etsy every day looking for handmade crafts. So you pay the fees and all the hidden charges that Etsy has because you're in their marketplace. So you don't have to do much marketing, right?
mhm,
Shopify, you are the sole owner. So if you're not driving traffic to Shopify in one way or another, nobody's going to see your site. You won't build up in Google. Your SEO won't elevate. So if you're trying to host a Shopify site and get away from Etsy, you have to start moving that traffic to Shopify. So once people create a sale on Etsy, put something in your, I don't know if they allow it, but I get messages from people after I purchase on Etsy like, hey, here's a code or whatever. Link
mhm,
your Shopify store there or wherever you market to your Etsy. You have to send the traffic. It doesn't, people don't just randomly pop up on Baddies and Budgets. We talk about Baddies and Budgets on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. So you have to market. It's not the same as Etsy in the essence of people will just land on your site. They won't. You have to get them there. And
mhm.
that's a lot tougher than you think in some circumstances. So you have to figure out some type of marketing because in the end, you'll get to keep a lot more of your money.
Yeah, we talked about, and we that's one of the things we talked about last week. Was just some certain tips on how to market yourself and grow your business. And you're right about that. It's different with the website. You got to drive people there. But also, I do believe if you market yourself, you can get people to go to your website just like you can get them to go to Etsy. It's just
Yep.
all about how you do it. Let's see. And then Mrs. Budget Ways, I don't know if you are still in here, but she had another question. She asked, can you make a video on how to set up and pay sales taxes for your business? Or do you have a video like that already?
State tax or federal tax?
Uh, she just says how to pay sales taxes for your business. So, Mrs. Budget Ways, if you are still on here, let us know what you mean by that. What type of, she's still in here. So, let us know what you mean by what type of taxes are you referring to? And while you are talking about that, let me see. I saw someone else ask a question about. I thought I saw another business question. Hold on. Oh, here's one. Okay. Does Shopify send the taxes to the government like Etsy?
No, it depends. So there's, depending on the kind of business you do, there's what's called Nexus, right? So Baddies and Budgets has Nexus in about 20 states. So that means in 20 states, I'm liable for sales tax. So I collect it. Shopify has a new integration now where you can pay like 3 cents a sale or something, and they'll accurately um, collect the right amount of sales tax. And I
Hmm.
also use an app called TaxJar, which accumulates how much I owe each state. So you have to physically go through, and I have to apply to be a business in Alabama. I have to file for a resale certificate there. And then I pay the taxes. It can be pricey, but like once you start doing big business, you owe these states. It's called Nexus. So if you sell over 500 sales in a certain state
Hmm.
or over a certain amount, in a year, then you are technically doing business in their state. But it used to be a lot harder to do, but as more people join into entrepreneurship, Shopify elevates what they will do. So the new state tax thing just came into effect this year where they'll accurately collect. So when the customer checks out, they'll charge whatever the sales tax rate is for their county and their state. And they collect it and it's paid to me. And the app that I use, TaxJar, will then pay the sales tax. So,
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. So they collect it. Shopify collects it.
mhm,
They pay it to you. Like this
mhm.
is how much we've collected for. Do they do it for the month or the year?
It, you can pick to get paid however you like on Shopify.
And then you take that sales tax money for that state and you use your app to pay it. Now, what's the name of that app again?
Tax jar.
Tax Jar.
Hmm.
Okay, Tax Jar, y'all. So let's see, Tax Jar. So make sure y'all are looking up this app? That was a great question. That was a great question. Okay, let's see. Let me see if she answered. Let me see if Miss Budget Ways answered that. Oh, she said she's talking about sales tax.
Yeah, it unless you are doing a ton of business, you don't really have to worry about other states, but you are personally responsible for paying your own sales tax. They'll charge it to the customer if you elect to do that in your settings to charge sales tax for the current state you live in,
Mm-hmm.
and then they pay you the money. So you have to be responsible enough to either calculate it through reports or get an app like TaxJar, whichever one you prefer, to tell you, hey, this is what you're going to be owing. In my instance, Texas sends us a form, and hey, here's what you owe. So I just pay it, but it depends. I don't know about every state. So you have to just make sure that you have your ducks in a row. There's a lot more responsibility with selling on your own website versus in a marketplace as well.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Every state sales tax is different. Go to your state's comptroller website.
She's right.
Now, Jazz, do you have a tax person that helps you with this, or are you doing that by yourself too?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was about to say we
I have
about
a
to.
bookkeeper and a CPA, and if you're making more than about $30,000 a year, you need both as well.
Mm-hmm. So you just have they're on your payroll essentially.
Yes.
Smart. Okay, let's see. This is as far as marketing. I post on my community tab about Shopify. What do you? Let me see, because you're very good at this. What do you think about when you're trying to promote your business and posting things like on your community tab here on YouTube or Instagram and TikTok? Do you think that is a successful way of marketing your business?
I use so I don't use marketing. I don't pay for ads. I don't We've never spent a dollar on marketing. So I use social media to drive traffic. Um, that's just it. I create videos, I create content, I create posts, I send out emails, I do all of that in an effort to create traffic. And the one thing about it is you have to learn what each social media means to your business. So TikTok is, well, Facebook is coming close, but TikTok is my largest platform right now. But TikTok doesn't generate the most sales for me. TikTok creates reach, which means that more people are exposed to my brand, who I am, what I do on TikTok, because they'll put me on anybody's For You page and anybody can see it. They can have no interest in budgeting and it may bring them in. So I don't use TikTok to make money. Does
Okay.
it make money? Yes. But is it my biggest revenue driver? No. I use TikTok for reach. So that's exposure. That's bringing people into the business. If you know anything in business, you understand what a sales funnel is. So you get people in, they go through these different phases, and eventually they create a sale. YouTube is more for information. It's more for teaching and helping, and the free part of my business, giving you things you need to actually implement the system that we sell.
Mhm.
Right? YouTube brings in decent money, but it's not my biggest revenue driver. Instagram brings in a lot of money. Facebook brings in the most money. So
Really?
I create content there. I make sure to always leave a comment linking where everything is. Here's where you can find it. Here's where you can get it. Make sure that I'm always on top of answering questions in those comments because it brings in a lot of coin. The same for Instagram. Instagram is my core audience. Those are typically the people who are super engaged, know who I am, know what I do, know my family, know and love the brand, go
Mm-hmm.
hard for everything I sell. Like, so that audience is my core people. So I make sure that I nurture them. Anything that we give away goes there first. Anything that we launch goes there first. So they all mean something different to my business. So the way I approach them is a lot different. The content that I share on them is shared in different ways. The captions are different.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to, it takes a little bit of research and a whole lot of time to really figure out your target audience, their persona, what they're looking for, and give it to them. So I don't go on every platform like, hey, I got these new cups, $12.99, budgetingbudgets.com. I wouldn't sell a cup. I drink out of the cup. In the video, I make sure that it looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's in a place where they see it, but it's not so obvious. And then it's, oh, where'd you get that cup? That's so cute. Oh, I need that cup. Where's it? Where's the link? Is it in your bio? Is it? And that's what works for me.
Okay, so smart. First thing you said, and I totally agree with you. Each platform is different, and we talked about this last week. And each person on each platform reacts differently. So, like you just said, the way you do things on Instagram, we all know each other. We're family. We're all doing the same thing. It's different than when you try to do something on TikTok and they respond way differently. And I had to learn that from the videos that I post. I was like, okay, I can post a reel on Instagram and people will love it. I post it on TikTok, they don't. But what I've noticed is they like when you talk more to them on TikTok, is what I'm learning. Like if you just get out there and just talk on a video, they love that more than some reel with trending sound. So you're right. You gotta figure out which works best. And that is key. I love that you just said that. And for everyone who's trying to sell on those platforms, please, if you take nothing else, remember that you got to cater to that market. That's such a big one. And then I was going to ask you something else you said about that, and it'll come back to me. But you said Facebook. So Facebook is because I feel like I see you all the time on TikTok. I just see like you do a lot of lives on there. I guess I see you more, but Facebook drives more sales for you.
So listen, I got on Facebook because we think Facebook is just old people,
Yeah.
but the honesty is there are a lot of older women in my community. We have a target audience for women up to 70.
Wow.
So I got on Facebook last summer because I saw a TikTok about a girl's check that she was getting off of Facebook Reels, and I was like, huh. And so I put us on there. We started last summer in June of 2022. And I just started literally just whatever I would post on TikTok, I would throw it into Facebook. And I finally got approved for their Reels program. They just closed it because they think they finna ban TikTok. So
Yeah.
you don't need to pay bonuses anymore. But before I left the program, I could make up to $35,000 a month
Wow.
with Facebook Reels. And I got pretty close most months just repurposing content. So that was solely the reason. But around November of last year, I noticed I was like, let me go look at the comments. Like I literally was just repurposing content, paid no attention.
You weren't paying attention to it.
People were like, there, on Facebook, there's always the net thugs, I call them. But people were so interested, and I had a bajillion DMs. And so I finally started engaging with the content and engaging with that audience in a way that worked for them. Because, like I said, it's usually an older audience.
Mm-hmm.
You have to approach them a lot different. But man, when I tell you it changed the revenue in my business,
Wow.
like it made a huge change. And it may not be true for everyone. You have to find where you can,
Yeah.
again, knowing where you can meet your audience. But for me, that's been a huge part of my business. And so I make sure to definitely cater to that audience as well. But it's trial and error. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have never marketed there if it wasn't for me trying to get some extra money. But turns out Facebook needed a cash stuffer. We have a huge group now. Like it's been crazy.
What's your what's your Facebook group name? Like if somebody wanted to join it.
It's called Cash Stuffing 101 with
Okay.
Baddies and Budgets.
I'll put
And
that.
you better post your own personal links because you're gonna get blocked.
Wow. I wasn't even checking for Facebook because I'm like, I ain't got time for Facebook, but that's the kind of mentality you can't have. You gotta, if you want to grow, you gotta have time for
You
whatever
don't
may
need to
work.
try it all. You
Right? Yes.
try it all.
Okay, let's see. When did you know you needed to scale your business? How do you know when you need to order a large quantity of products for your business?
Well, we're currently still trying to scale, like literally scale the business. It just kind of grows as it grows, right? The thing I've learned is that especially while you're smaller, start creating quarters and planning in quarters, meaning we just entered the second quarter of the year, right? So in real business world, most people have their third quarter already planned out. They already know what they're getting for Black Friday. They already know what they're running for back to school sales. And so it's a lot easier to order in larger quantities. But as far as knowing, you just know when you can't keep anything on the shelf, you sell out every 12 seconds. It's like, okay, maybe we need to order in larger bulk. It's not, business isn't a one size fits all. I don't
Mhm.
care how many books you read, how many podcasts you listen to, how many lives you join. It really is trial and error. And no one can tell you what your small business needs but you, especially when it's small, you have maybe have some one or two people helping you. You really have to make those decisions based on what you know your audience needs, right? So right now we're in a phase where we can't hold on to anything. So we've had to start looking at buying things in whole containers on ships because we can no
Wow.
longer afford to keep air shipping or
Mhm.
in such huge quantities. So there's nobody that's going to hold my hand through that. It's going to be trial and error. Let me figure out how to get a shipping agent, how to do, so it's a lot of figuring it out on your own. If you don't have a whole lot of money to pay somebody to teach you, you're gonna have to use YouTube University and try
Mhm.
things and see what works and just try to make the best decision for your business. So many people like have seen my success and think that there's some secret sauce. It's not, baby. I've been hustling since April of 2021. I hustled to learn. I didn't have a lot of money when I first started. That
Mhm.
wasn't a six-figure business when I first started. And so a lot of things I learned on my own. I read books. I watched other entrepreneurs to see what tools they were sharing. Watched videos. Like you have to really figure out those things for yourself and for your business. We do stuff that's so different. Like imagine if you've ever had to explain what you do to people, sometimes they're like, huh? So it's not even really something you can get a ton of advice about when you're custom making things and it's not just buying and reselling. It's a whole different world. So trial and error. That's what I've used.
Jazz, this we talked about this before when you were on my Instagram live. You are a hustler though, okay?
Oh yeah.
So sometimes we have to realize that like we want these things, but it's just not going to come. If you are really serious, you are going to have to hustle. Like I even think you said that you were up at night filling out grants and looking for small business grants and all of these things. So is that something you found on YouTube or that's just something you knew about and what to do and you plan out a vision of where you want it to be or did it just happen in the spur of the moment?
Mm, listen, I really started cash stuffing to fix my own personal finances. So it just so happened for whatever reason, God, I can't even remember. I think I was trying to keep myself accountable. Started sharing online. And my entrepreneurship brain was instantly like, oop, there's our business. But from day one, like my worry has always been I don't ever want to have to go to work again. So I'm willing to do whatever to not have to work for somebody else again. And when it comes to like grants and stuff like that, I just do research. If you understand that, hey, I need to do this in my business and I just don't have the money, where's the free money at? Because I,
Mhm.
and so you sit up and fill out grants and like people love to complain about, I just don't have, I just don't know. You don't want it because if you, if you ain't filling out grants, if you're not sitting up at night research and trying to figure out how to do it. I've built my entire website from day one by myself. Do I know a thing about code? But can I YouTube my way through a tutorial? Absolutely.
Mhm.
So you have to be hungry and wanting to get it. Like, well, I literally applied for like 100 grants last year. Do you win them all? No. But the three I won, one of them I won almost $10,000. Another
Wow.
one I won a spot in a Goldman Sachs accelerator that's helped me change the entire structure of my business. And another one gave me $50,000 at the end of the year. They're flying us to Africa in the summer
Wow.
and has given me a wealth of information for YouTube, and it just took the effort to apply. Like that's it. That's plain and simple. Like if you're not willing to work, if you're not willing to sacrifice a little bit of sleep, don't tell me about how you can't. I can't, just can't. I don't know. I just figure it out. Like I
Mhm.
had no help. No, my family outside of my niece doesn't come and do anything for me. I don't have a mentor. I don't have a business person in my ear. This freaking $1.5 million year we're gonna do this year is because of my hard work and my dedication. And some people may not have it that tough, but honey, I really come from the poor. I still live in the hood. Like
Mhm.
it ain't, there's nothing special. I just work hard. That's it.
are you at a point now? Because like most of us who have probably watched you, like you said, you were just trying to get out of debt, and
Yeah,
most of us know you from the like beginning. Are
yeah.
and I know it just blew up. Are you at a point now where you are ahead of it, and so it's not in the moment now? You can, like you said, you used to plan by quarters.
Mhm.
Are you a year out, 3 years out, where you know this is where you guys are going, or is it still like it's just has it just bombarded you so bad that you're trying to just just take care of what's going on now?
I'm at the point now where I had a plan, right? We had the year almost planned out, and then business forex. Whatever, I'm not sure what clicked over the holiday, but
Mm-hmm.
since January of this year, January is usually our slow month, so everybody gets to take a little bit of time. Our largest month to date, and every month has been topping. I'm talking about like numbers that I was like, so because the amount of sales we have and the amount of customers we have exponentially grown, I'm having to bring on another customer service person to train another VA. I had to trying new hires here in the shop, which has been a whole other struggle. Changing the way that we order inventory, changing the things that we actually sell. So now we've had to clear the slate and go back to square one because the audience is 4 times the size it was when we made this plan, and it no longer works. Like we just about outgrown this office. I had to move from our larger room into this small one so we could put our overflow inventory out there. Like it's ever evolving, it's
Wow.
not a bad problem to have, but it's
No.
still, again, I get very little sleep because like when that interview went out, we were already experiencing huge amounts of orders, and we got almost 2,000 orders in a week, in the span of a week, like Monday through Friday week, and it just has not.
It's a great problem to have. So are you telling me you're about to almost run out of space in that new warehouse you just got?
I'm telling you, I'm shopping to just buy my own at this point. We're
Oh my
close.
God, y'all.
Yeah, I'm not ready again. When I move, I'm gonna own it.
Yes. Ain't that the truth? Man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I hope y'all are listening to everything. And I know, Jess, I've had you on here for a minute. So let me see if there's any more questions because I know you're busy. I want to thank you again for just always dropping your knowledge on us. Let me see. I saw someone. This is from Christina V Creates. She says, Jasmine, I know your business is booming even more since the news. How are you feeling?
Christina, did you send me this cup that I got today? By the way, but anyway, I'm feeling great. You know what? Interview week just about took me out. I really got to the point where I wanted to hide under the covers because it got really, really, really overwhelming really fast. But I'm learning that I can only do what I can do, and I am hiring people to help with a lot of things that I've tried to do myself for so long to save a coin, and it has already taken so much off my shoulders, and I am looking forward to getting back to being a content creator and stepping outside of business for a bit. But I was very overwhelmed, like real, 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 real bad for a couple days, but I'm back.
So did you say you found someone to kind of help you take over the business? Well, not take over, but you are going to let go of some of that responsibility and let someone else manage it to
Yeah,
free up
well,
some time?
we needed another person to help with orders. I'm looking into working with the videographer to help with my content and editing and just whatever tasks I can delegate so that I can get back to the things that only I can do, because I've done it all for too long. And you get to a point where it ends up costing you more to not delegate the task. And sometimes I'm not just talking money, like mental health is very important. If it gets to the
Yes.
point where I can't function, that's no good. So I'm just delegating more tasks and whew, trying to get some of this stuff off my shoulders because it's a lot. A
Mhm.
lot of people only see the money and the success of a business, but you have to understand that as you earn more money, the government wants more of it. You have to effectively start tax planning. You have
Mhm.
to make sure that your staff is taken care of. You have to, as you get more orders, that means more customer service, more emails, more DMs, more.
Yep.
And it's just gotten to the point where we need people. We can no longer physically keep up. Like, so I'm bringing in people.
You do have to. at some point when you're so used to doing it all, it does come a time when you have to start delegating, and you don't want to let go of that because it's been yours for so long, but you got to learn to trust that you're hiring the right people. Now, how big is your team now? How big is your staff?
So they're technically contracted employees, but there are 7 of them now.
Wow,
hmm
that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of different people to manage. And I will tell you that has probably been the most difficult part of entrepreneurship for me is finding people that not only are a good fit for the business, but they can produce quality. When you create handmade products, it's got to be right. And
Mhm.
we've had, it's been tough. Like, I've wanted to fight some people in the street, like behind them messing up our stuff. And so I think I finally got it in a good groove of people I trust that I can walk out of the room and know that you'll do it correctly.
Mhm.
So, oh, super grateful for that.
Now, Amanda, she said, "Happy early birthday." When is your birthday?
Oh, my birthday is April 12th. It's actually our 2-year business anniversary as well.
Wow, that's my cousin's birthday. So you are an Aries.
Yes, I am.
You're April. I'm a March Aries. Okay. All right. Aries in the house. All right. Let me see. Does
But
anybody?
we will be having a birthday live sale over on TikTok, and it is going to have the biggest giveaway I've ever done, and it has cost me a whole lot of coins. So if you want to get in, make sure you come by.
But what day is it going to be? On the 12th?
Uh-huh. We'll be
April
over there all day long from noon until I get ready to go home.
12th. That's another thing. You be on that live. Like, I was on one live and I was like, okay, let me go eat dinner. And then I was gone for a couple hours. I jumped back on TikTok. You were still there. I'm like, girl, you're still here. How
Yeah,
long are you on those lives?
as long as the money keep flowing.
Whoa, ain't that the truth? Y'all, I hope y'all are listening to these gems. I'm telling
Mhm.
you. Always a good time. Now, I know I'm going to wrap it up. So I saw another question from someone. Uh, do you have a master class? You do have a course, I think. I know some content creators make passive income from courses.
Okay, so we have one course and it's called How to Budget, but that's strictly for people who need to learn how to use the cash stuffing system. I have a webinar that I have wrote the script out for, and it's going to be for people who want to start a small business, but I just haven't had time to record it yet. Hopefully soon, but then that'll be up on the site as well. It won't be much, just a webinar about the basics, like the stuff that to stop you from having to research of how to actually set up, market, run, and create a profitable small business. And I'll give you the recipe on how I got my first 6 figures using mostly TikTok.
Now, do you ever do any of these, like your lives?
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, "Can you do it on YouTube too?" You've done giveaways and stuff on YouTube. I've seen them.
I have done
Because they don't have TikTok. How do you answer that?
YouTube doesn't allow music, and we be trying to turn up. So there's no way for me. I could like double stream through our app, but um, YouTube will take it down because we play music in the live. So
YouTube need to get it together because they will. It's like you can't do nothing. If you do a reel on here, they only play music for 15 seconds. What if your reel longer than that? It's like
they don't play. Like they do not play.
they
I'm
do
gonna
not
share
play.
the post though. If that I didn't see the young lady's name. The post will be on our Instagram. It doesn't require you to do anything crazy. Just make a purchase and you can win the prize. But we're just gonna be on TikTok that day doing live stuff. We have a few giveaways and stuff. So if you don't have TikTok, that's fine. You can still enter the giveaway via Instagram.
Oh, look,
Thank
Christina said her
you.
lives are lit. I'm telling you, I be on that. I go to lay down and I just be on the live. Just all right. Let me see if I had any more questions. Thank you again for joining us. Let me see if there was any more questions on the questionnaire that we have not addressed. Um, we answered that one. You put this. You already answered this. Are your products on your affiliate link? Somebody you answered that. You
So,
don't sell your products on there.
budgetingjustbecause is where you can find all my merch.
And okay, somebody else just. Hi Rochelle. Will the course webinar include how to purchase inventory in bulk and where to buy it?
We actually offer a wholesale program already, and we're going to expand it once we move into a bigger location. If you purchase our wholesale, We send you a PDF with all the places that I buy all the stuff that I use for my business to create binders. But in the webinar, we can definitely talk about vendors and suppliers. The thing about that is, I don't do business anymore with the smaller vendors that I used when I started. And if I'm not currently buying from somebody, I have a hard time recommending them because they'll change the quality, they'll change the, like, it can get a little shady. So I always recommend doing your due. You gonna have to get out with the loud chips. I always recommend doing your due diligence with suppliers and vendors, even if they come recommended, because I've purchased from vendors in January and bought something from them later in October, and they've changed the quality, they've changed the style. You have to be really careful. And the vendors and suppliers we use now, we buy in huge numbers. So it's probably not relevant to most people, but I'll definitely share what I can.
I think that's the hardest part and the scariest part, especially when you don't know how to work with those vendors and what you're going to get. And so I think that makes people a little hesitant too. You just don't know what you're going to get.
You gonna lose a little money. But here's the thing: when you find a vendor you like, go read the reviews. Look for the 1 star, 2 star, and read what's actually happening, and then request a sample order. They're significantly more expensive, but get every color that you want to buy, one of each. Get it, check the quality first before you bulk buy. That's the most protection you can get. If you're ordering off places like Alibaba, make sure you use vendors that are verified, that they offer trade assurance, which means that you can get your money back if it was a jacked up order. There's ways to protect yourself, but you're gonna lose some money. I've lost money. I still order from vendors and literally ordered something for the birthday sale. They sent the complete wrong thing. Now I'm having to argue to get my money back. It happens and it's a part of business. But if you're doing your due diligence, meaning I ordered samples, I read reviews, I saw that they've already placed 10,000 orders. A lot of those wholesale sites show you all of their backstory. Like, hey, they've placed 10,000 orders. They can get your order to you by this date. So if you've done all that, hope for the best. But if you're just on there hopping and ordering something because it's cheap, you're probably gonna get some crap.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Did you say what time that live was? April 12th?
We're gonna start at noon, Central Time. I'm in Central Time.
Is that let's see, what day is that? That's a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wednesday at noon, y'all. All right, well, Jazz, I've had you on here an hour and I can keep you on here all day, but thank you so much for joining. You know, I appreciate you. And I know your DMs are flooded. I know I can only imagine what you are going through. But I just want to say thank you so much for always responding, always so willing to come and talk to us. I mean, I just love that you have this huge business and you still take time out for us, and we just appreciate that. So thank you so much. I'm so honored to always have you.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. You know, I'll be in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you, Jazz. Bye.
Bye.
Y'all, she's the best. Let me say something because we're going to wrap this up. That was a great live. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh my gosh. Please, if nothing else, for all of you all who have your own businesses, your channels, please make sure you are taking down what she's saying and what knowledge she's given us, because some of the stuff she's given us, most people don't share, and she's always willing and open to share that knowledge with us. And my huge takeaway, and she said this before, it depends on how bad you want it. How bad did you want this business to grow? And what are you doing to get it? And there's just, oh my gosh, just so proud of her. So proud of her. So thank you all for being here. I'm sorry if I didn't get everyone who came in, but hello. Hey, Andrea, I see you in a minute. Thank you guys so much. Yes, this will be, yes, as soon as I end this live, it will be posted. It will be posted, and you can come back and watch the replay. Hey, Gretchen, how are you? So, oh, please like this video, you guys. I would appreciate it. If you like the video, YouTube will just push it out to more people so they can see it. And I would love for people to be able to see this live. I would love it. Thank you so much, Dee. She definitely does not gatekeep. That's what I said. Like, she's just always so open. And like, and Amanda was the one who introduced me to her, like she came on my Instagram live. Like she's like that. Taylor Budgets is another one. If you reach out to them, they will respond back right away. And they're always like, Jordan Budgets is like that too. It's like, yeah, how can I help? And I just love that because they've, as busy as they are, they will still make time for you, and they, will be there for us. So yes, we got to get more serious. It just depends on where you want to take it. Like, look what she did. Look what she's made in 2 years, y'all. And it can happen for anyone. It's just what you want to put into it. Look what she said about Facebook. I wasn't thinking about no Facebook. I don't know if I still am, but it's like, because it's like one more place. But how many of y'all were y'all checking for Facebook? I know I wasn't. I wasn't thinking two thoughts about Facebook, and that's where she's getting most of her money. And like she said, it depends on who you are, and some platforms may be different. But who was thinking about Facebook? Nobody. So you guys, I hope, I'm going to go ahead. We've been on here an hour. I'm going to give you back your Saturday. I really hope you enjoyed the live. Next week, I got to look. We'll be back next week. I got to look at next week's topic. I think I was going to do some more channel reviews, but I think I'm going to talk about how to be productive and not just busy. I think that's a great topic to have to follow up after we talked about how to market, having Jazz on here. I think that is just something that we need to continue to talk about. So you guys have my questionnaire link. If you have any topics that you want to discuss on these lives, please drop them. Thank you again for joining me on Saturday so we can all just come together and help uplift one another and help build our own businesses and channels, you guys. It's going to take us sometimes as a group to walk through and talk through these things and just have people like Jazz to come on and inspire us. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Have a great Easter weekend. Happy Easter to all of you all. And I will catch y'all back next week. All right. And make sure I'm not missing anything. Love you too. This is just so great, you guys. Love all of y'all. Love all of y'all. So have a great weekend. And I will see y'all next Saturday, 10 a.m. All right. Bye, guys.